Hi guys, I'm Rony, and today in practice we're going to learn about the fundamentals of the warrior poses in yoga. We're going to learn what it means to fight for something instead of fighting against. Let's begin. I want to start by sharing a story with you. So today we're going to learn about the warriors. But if you go a little bit deeper into the yoga practice and the yoga essence, you will hear the word ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence, and it's one of the yogic rules that one will take upon themselves. So on the one hand, we want to practice ahimsa, non-violence, and on the other hand, we are going to dive deep into poses that are called warriors. How do we live with those different ideas and how do they collaborate? So in the old scriptures, we are presented to a story about a battle between different cousins. Now, one of the beautiful interpretations to this story is that the battle is not between different people. It's not about between different beliefs or different ideas or different opinions, but rather that battle is the battle that we all have with our own fears, with our own self-judgment, with our own self-criticism. And these ideas have been part of who we are for so many years. They feel like family. They are these cousins that we talk about. You know how sometimes there are certain things that we want to change about ourselves, but then all of a sudden we think to ourselves, well, that's just who I am. That's just how I live my life. I have nothing to do about that. That's part of these layers that we put upon ourselves of self-criticism, of judgment, of fears. And through the warrior poses, we're going to learn, hopefully, what it means to fight for the things we need instead of fighting against different ideas and different beliefs. And hopefully, by fighting for instead of fighting against, we can unravel some ideas that we have about ourselves that don't serve us. So let's begin. Let's start by standing up. And we're going to start with Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. So I'm going to stand towards the front of my mat, and I'm going to take my right leg back in a 45 degrees angle, more or less, so my toes are out, my heel is in, and I'm going to sit low into the lunge. Try to think about squeezing your right tush so that you can send your right hip forward and your left hip back. Think about pressing through the heels to the mat so we're not collapsing, but rather we think about pulling everything in and think about this rise, this growth through the body. And then we're gonna send our arms all the way up. This is one of our Warrior 1 variations. Dropping the shoulders all the way down. Think about pinky fingers reaching towards one another. You can also have your palms together, but there's a chance that this is going to feel more comfortable, especially at the beginning. This might feel a little tight. So my suggestion, start with palms just facing one another and keep on sitting low into that lunge. We're trying to create a 90-degree angle in our front leg. Soften the shoulders down. Ease into the pose. Press into both of your feet. Think about pressing into the outer edge of the right foot so that the hips keep rotating forward. And let's take a moment to close the eyes. When we start to move into a yoga pose, we are trying to allow the whole body to engage in the pose. So I want you to feel that your fingertips are reaching all the way up towards the ceiling or the sky. Maybe you're lucky and you're taking this practice outside. And at the same time, your shoulders are softening all the way down. Really press into your feet so that you can feel the press and the rise at the same time. Chest is open, heart is open, face is serene. and eyes are closed or with a very soft gaze, whatever is more comfortable for you. And let's take a few breaths here. Deep inhale in. Let it go, maybe through the nose if possible. Deep inhale in. Exhale through the nose. Deep inhale in. Two more. Maybe you can deepen into the pose now after we've learned it a little bit more, after we felt it a little bit deeper in the body. One more breath. Beautiful. Let's relax the arms for a moment and maybe straighten the legs. Ease any tension. And let's find warrior two. So we're gonna find the position of warrior one. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, let's open up into our warrior two. So I'm gonna rotate my toes to look more towards the side of the room rather than the front, so that my hips are now opening towards the right side of your space. Soften the shoulders all the way down. Think about your middle fingers reaching in two different directions. So we're not softening here, but rather we're extending the body in two different directions. Think about your tailbone dropping down and your pelvic bone moving up. At the same time, rib cage moves inwards. And then gaze past the left fingers. Soften through the shoulders. One of the biggest expressions of a pose that we get in yoga. The whole body is opening up in different directions. And that means that you're taking a lot of space. And that's something that a lot of us are struggling with. So take space, own the moment. Allow yourself to get as big, as open. And there's a good chance that quite about now you start to feel a lot of fatigue in the arms. I want to invite you to believe that it's not really the arms that are starting to feel tired as much as it is the chest, the heart that feels really vulnerable here. So try to soften and keep yourself open. Accept this moment in your body. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Are you still stretching in all different directions? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment, strain the legs, let go of the arms. If this feels like a lot, you can find a little wobble if that was a lot. And let's find our warrior two again, and we'll move into our reverse warrior. So flip your left palm, send it all the way towards the front of your space, and then it's like we're drawing a rainbow. Send it all the way up, 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 create a lot of space between your ribs, and then start to send it all the way back. Keep sitting low into the lunge. A lot of times we start to strain the leg here. I want you to keep on pushing forward with the leg as you're reaching high and backwards with the arm. The back hand, the right hand, can press into the back leg, the right leg. Notice where you wish to position your palm so that you can press through and use the right leg as more support. If warriors is something you're fairly familiar with by now, you can try to take it to the next level and take your right arm around and through. Find your inner left thigh, reach and open even more. This is a side stretch rather than a back stretch. So notice you don't feel any tension in your lower back, but rather the side of the body starts to opening up. More space between your ribs. So position your right arm, your right palm, wherever you wish to keep on facilitating that idea of opening up left side of your rib cage. Soften through the left palm. Keep sitting low into the lunge. Gaze up towards the fingers if that's available. If that's too much for your neck, you can look towards the right side or even down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe we can sink a little deeper. Inhale. Pull the navel in. Inhale. And gently, let's find our warrior two and take a moment to relax and let go. Let's find our warrior two and let's swing the arms all the way towards our warrior one. And exhale, send the arms all the way back behind you. Interlace the fingers, starting to move into our humble warrior. If possible, press the roots of the palms together. If it's too much, move the palms further away from one another. Keep sitting low into the lunge. Take an inhale, open the chest. And exhale, we're going to start to drop down. Now notice, we're not dropping onto the leg, but we're dropping down towards the floor. Then think about pressing into the right foot instead of the left. So we're not opening up to the side, but rather rotating towards the front. Drop the head heavy. Try to think about nodding the head no, because usually we're holding a little bit tension in the back of the neck. So try to let go completely like this. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. Pull navel in. Inhale, send the fingers back, open the chest towards the front. And send the arms all the way in front of you. Lengthen your body, your torso forward. And reach all the way up. Warrior one. Let's take another inhale in, maybe gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms together, lower it down to your heart center. Let's lift the right heel all the way up. That is going to involve balancing work. And so if this is a lot for you, come closer to a wall. Make it a little bit easier to learn with the right assistance from a wall if you need it. So we're gonna look in front, lift that right heel off the mat, shift the weight back and forth, press into the left foot and lift the right leg back behind you. Flex the foot so you can rotate the hip down if possible. Palms come together, or you can interlace the fingers. That creates more of a sensation of locking everything in, and it might make it a little bit easier to balance here. If you're fairly comfortable here, start to send the arms all the way in front of you, finding this T shape in the body, looking down and in front. And if you wobble, if you fall, great, fall and come back to it. We learn how to fall and we learn how to come back to it with more care and kindness. And if we're going to learn how to do it on the mat, it's going to be a lot easier to find it off the mat. And we have a whole episode about balancing, so we're gonna talk about that more in that episode. So let's come back into our warrior three. So I'm reaching my right leg all the way back behind you, sending the arms all the way in front if possible. Palms are looking towards one another. Think about pulling the navel in and pressing through that left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Keep reaching in both different directions. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Bend at the left knee. Let's send ourselves all the way back, warrior one. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, palms together. Relax into your heart center. All right, so that was our little series of warriors. Let's try to take it on the other side. Both different sides were completely different in the body. So let's see how our right side body moves in our warriors. So we're just gonna turn to the other side of the room or the space, wherever you're at. We're gonna have the right leg in the front and the left leg in the back, 45-degree angle, more or less. Soften through the shoulders, send the arms all the way up. It will feel a little bit more familiar in the body now. Soften through the shoulders, keep sitting low into the lunge. Think about hugging the rib cage in, look in front. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Keep sinking low. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press into both feet evenly. Inhale. And exhale, let's transition to it right away. Find your warrior two. Send the arms in both different directions. Keep on feeling this new opening in the body. Soften those shoulders down. Gaze past those right fingers. Keep sitting low into the lunge. Press into both heels. Toes are rotating more towards the now left side of your space. Opening up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale, navel in and up, tailbone down and under. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's transition right into peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Flip your right palm. Send it towards the front and then take it all the way up, up, up and back. Send the fingers first up and only then back. And remember, we're positioning the left palm wherever is available for us that allows us to open more space in the right side of our rib cage. Soften the right shoulder down. Gaze up towards the fingers if it's available. If it hurts, you can look towards the left. Inhale. Press through the heels. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull navel in. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, let's come back to warrior two. Let's find a sweet and smooth transition. Warrior one, bring the back foot closer if needed. Take an inhale, gaze up. On an exhale, send the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Press the roots of the palms together if possible. Open the chest towards the front. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, let's start to drop down. Remember, don't drop on top of your leg, drop down towards the floor. And then think, pressing through the left foot. So left hip moves forward, right hip moves back. Pull the navel in, drop the head heavy. Keep breathing. Two more. Inhale, send the fingers back. Open the heart towards the front. Then send the arms all the way in front of you. Lengthen your torso forward. Come all the way up into your warrior one. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, lower down, heart center. lift that left heel off the mat. And remember, moving towards balancing, so if you need a wall, that's the time to go there. Shift the weight back and forth gently. And we can just walk the foot closer and closer and closer, and then lift the leg. Or we can try to work with momentum in the body and press and lift. Press into the right foot, flex the left foot. Chin moves away from the chest. Palms can come together, fingers can interlace, or you can send the arms in front of you. If you're fairly comfortable here, most chances you're opening up the hip towards the side. So let's try to drop the hip all the way down, creating that T shape in the body. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. And on an exhale, bend at the knees, send the leg all the way back. Come to your warrior 1. Inhale. Gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms together. Lower them down into your heart center. Straighten through the legs. Take a moment to let go. Ooh, this feels like a lot. And I think that's a little bit the essence of the warriors. So through finding a more gentle moment in the body, we actually work so hard. We go all the way deep. We find that fire, that passion inside through showing up gently and easily into the body. Okay, I talked enough. Let's find this one more time. Let's find a sweet and faster flow through the warriors and see how it feels. Let's start to practice muscle memory in the body. Are you ready? And I want to invite you here. As we move through the poses, try to think, what are you fighting for? What is it in your life right now that you wish to fight for? To pour in the fire, the care, the focus, the energy in order to achieve something that you wish to have in your life. I will do the same. Let's come to the front of our mat. Let's face again towards the side that we started from in the first set of warriors. Take an inhale. Let's send the arms all the way up. Let's open up for a moment. Exhale. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Take another inhale. And send the right leg all the way back behind you. Let's find that lunge, 90-degree angle. Press through both feet. Squeeze right tush. Right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Suck the belly in. Inhale, send the arms all the way up. Gaze up towards the fingers this time. Exhale, open it up into your warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. Gaze past those left fingers. Inhale, flip the front palm. Send it towards the front. Take it all the way up, 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 and back. Find your reverse warrior. Position your right palm wherever it feels right. Open up left set of ribs. Reach. And come all the way back. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 1. Take another inhale here. Open the chest. Exhale, send the arms all the way back behind you. Interlace the fingers if possible. Press the roots of the palms together. Inhale, open the chest. Press through both feet. Exhale, let's soften down into your humble warrior. Drop the head heavy. Then think about rotating the hips towards the front. Inhale, send the fingers all the way back. Open the heart towards the front. And then send the arms all the way in front of you. Lengthen. Come into your warrior 1. Bring the palms together, gaze up. Lower them down, heart center. Lift the right heel off the mat. Shift the weight back and forth. Come next to a wall if you need it. Or let's give it a try, maybe without a wall. Worst case, you'll fall and come right back into it. Learn how to fall, not in order to only learn the idea of falling, but learn and focus on the idea of coming back up again. If that's not being a warrior, I don't know what is. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the chest, inhale. Bring the palms together, lower them down, heart center. Let's straighten both legs. Let's rotate both toes towards the right side of your space. And let's rotate the left toes towards the back of your space. Send the arms all the way up. Let's find our warrior one with our right leg in the front and left foot in the back. Soften through the shoulders, press into the outer edge of the back foot. Think about hugging rib cage in, reaching through the fingers as you're softening through the shoulders. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two, take space. See how it feels. Inhale, flip the front palm. Send it towards the front, take it all the way up and back. Draw this rainbow in the body. Reach it up, reach it back, go up, go back. Exhale, find your warrior two. Find your warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, send the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers, open the heart towards the front. Exhale, humble warrior. Drop down. Press into the left foot. Think about right hip moves forward, left hip moves back. Head is heavy. Inhale, send the fingers all the way back. Open your heart towards the front. Exhale, send the arms all the way in front of you. Lengthen and find warrior one again. Lift the left heel off the mat. Bring the palms together. Lower them down, heart center. Shift the weight gently. Let's start to work with our balance. Press into the right foot. Send the left leg all the way up. Virabhadrasana C. Warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Send the leg all the way back. Find your warrior one. Inhale, open gaze up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, lower it down, heart center. Strain both legs. Rotate your toes towards now the left side of your room. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up. Press through the heels. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer to one another. Let's place one hand onto the heart and one onto the stomach. Tuck the chin in, close your eyes. Thank yourself for fighting for something that you feel that you deserve in your life, instead of pushing against something. Allow yourself to find this energy of welcoming things in instead of pushing things out. Whatever doesn't serve you will just start to disappear if you will give it less focus. So don't fight against, but rather fight for. Take a deep inhale in. Let it go through the mouth. Thank you for fighting for yourself. Thank you for believing in yourself and believing that you matter. See you next time.